Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing AUD USD. This is a very high probability trade. High probability trade. So there is 98% that this is going to play out. All right. So I'm going to give you a whole of reason why and just follow me up. The first thing, let's just start from the technicals, just normal technicals. Now, the trend started from here and it came down to this side, though we did not have a full break market structure. So here we don't really have a full break market structure in higher time frame, but in a lower time frame, we have a break market structure. But in higher time frame, we don't. Now we are seeing some retracements. As you can see, we are seeing some retracement. Now we have 2 points. This is point 1 and this is point 2. One of the reasons why we chose these 2 points is there's going to be a retracement, a reversal from these 2 points. It might be this or this, all right? But I'm purposely drawing the two. You understand? I know the one that's going to be, but I'm purposely drawing the two so that we are going to focus on it because I really want to talk about the two. Now, if you look at the first one here, you can see that there is a lot of volumes here. A lot of money is around here. You can see. So if you look at the second one, we also have a lot of volumes there. So that is the reason why the two is very, very important. So later today, we are going to have news, unemployment rates during the Asian session today. So that is when we are going to see all the moves, play out. But we know that there's going to be a sell. Another reason why is this liquidity that is being taken out. So this is previous day's high. So that's been taken out here. So there's a lot of money here and a lot of money here also. A lot of money here also because we can't negate this. All right. So what are we looking at? We are looking at selling AUD USD. And when we do sell, our TP is going to be over 100 to 150 pips. All right. From 100 to 150 pips. Let me go to 4-hour. So from these, we'll be looking at this low here. So let's just say minimum from here if we are using a self stop. So here, so that will be minimum of 150 pips if we are using a self stop. But if you are using a sell limit, it will be more than that. It's going to be more than that. All right. So now those are the technicals. All right. So I'm just summarizing it. So let's go to some fundamental aspects, some commercials, and some mechanical stuff. All right. I'm going to show you one after the other. All right. So this is a risk value line. All right. So this shows whenever there is risk on in the market or there is risk off in the market. All right. So and whenever there is a risk on, this line is going to be bullish. Whenever there is a risk off, this line is going to be bearish. And whenever there is risk off, AUD USD is going to also be bearish. So as you can see now that the line is not making higher high, rather it is making lower lows and lower highs, just like how it started the trend here. So it's making lower lows and lower highs, which means that we are going to sell definitely, like 90% assurance that we are going to sell. So I'm going to show you other things. All right, so this is the market maker value line. As you can see, we also need divergence from this market maker value line. As you can see, if there's going to be a sell, you're going to see a divergence, just like what happened here. So it started the trend here. You will know if they already started the selling, all right, before the market moves. As I said earlier in my previous videos, this line moves before the market. It shows you the direction. Just like here, you can see the divergence here. All right, look at this low and this low. Look at this low on this low. There is a divergence. Look at here, the divergence. So we are looking for divergence here too. All right. So it's not yet out. You understand? It's not. That means we shouldn't, jump in right now unless we see a spike down. That's when we're going to jump in. So we are just going to be patient for now. So another thing, another important value line is this particular line here, which is for the dollar. You can see that there is no pressure on this. All right, there is no pressure on this, which means that this is just um, this is just a fake out. Okay, let me put it that. So this is just a fake out because this is not actually going bullish. Assuming this is actually going bullish, we will know that it's a real buy, but this is just a fake out. All right, that is one another reason why this is going to be a sell. Now checking the order flow. So we also need to check for real sellers. What I mean, the big boys or the big, people. So we need to see their orders, using the order flow. That will also help us make our decisions. Now, and we've not seen it yet, but I know that we're going to see. So we need to see them selling from the top, selling from the top, selling from the top. We need to see all those. Then we also need to see these actually selling. All right, we need to see this being bearish. They've already started it, so they need to continue it. All right, we also need to see this bearish. So there's a lot of other things that we do check, but with these little ones, we know that there is 98% assurance that AUD is going to sell, and we are going to be profitable from that trade. All right, so I'm going to continue this video later once I enter the trade. All right. Hi guys, welcome back, and today we are going to continue the trade explanation of the trade that we started on AUD USD. So I've waited for I think 2 days, yeah, after the last video, so 2 days, and the price makes an high here, then it made another higher high, and the last high here. So I actually marked this area, and this particular area here, you can see this particular order block. And you can see that I took the sell from the tip. I added another position here, another position after this particular bearish candle. At the end of this bearish candle, I added another position here, and everything has been working so fine. I mean, fantastic trades, So I'm going to walk you through the analysis, the analysis of AUDSD and how I got to know that there's going to be a sell here. So let's get started. So the first thing is just to go to let's go to this here. All right, so looking at here, so we have this area here. If you remember, I was talking about this area, these 2 price points. That's okay. This is where we are going to be selling. So it's either the price respect this area here or this area here. So I said we're going to be using sell limits here and sell stop here. So if you are going to be selling low, we use sell stop. If you are going to be selling high, we use sell limit. So I used sell limits, and boom, the price respected my sell limit order, and it sold nicely. It sold nicely, and from there, we got a lot of pips. So let's walk through the fundamentals. We know that this is just technical, so let's walk through the fundamentals. All right, so these are market maker line, which is very, very good. And we are expecting the market maker line to be bearish, and it is bearish, as you can see. It's very, very bearish. From here, it has given us a sign that there's going to be a sell. As you can see, it sold nicely down here. Then since then, it has been bearish. So it's not making any new highs or new higher highs. Even here, as long as this AUDUSD is making higher high, our market maker line is not making any higher high. So this means that what? There are no real buyers. There are no real buyers. All right. So this is just going to be a stop bounce. So this is one of the reasons why we knew that AUDUSD is going to sell. Let's go through another one. All right, so this is our risk value line. So this is also very, very important. So we need to see the risk of scenario, which is what happened here. You can see how it is dropping, dropping extensively. And AUD is also going to drop. So as long as AUD is making higher high, look at what the risk is doing. The risk is not making any new high. So this is another good reason why we knew that AUD is going to be a sell. Apart from just doing the technical analysis, saying that this is an order block, we need more than technical analysis. We need more than an order block. All right. So these are the things that's going to build our confidence in our trades. So let's go to other things. So we knew also that there's a lot of volume around this particular order block here. It's not every order block that you're going to see volume at. So it's not all order block, but look at this. There is a lot of volume here. Look, using the volume profile. This is another tool that we use that we to give us a very high probability trade, because it's going to tell us where money is. This is telling us there's money here, there's money here, there's money here, there's money here. It's not everywhere that you're going to try and buy from or sell from, but there are some other key things that you also need to look at. So we know that there's a lot of money here and the price actually sold from there. So that was the reason why I got it from the tip. You will notice that my entry was from the tip here. So because I knew the end of the trend, I knew where exactly it's going to turn around. All right. So that was why I sold from that place, and boom, the price went down. All right, so this order flow tool. All right, so as you can see that we have a lot of sellers around here, a lot of sellers. So we can see this price moving down, making lower lows, while AUD is making higher highs. So this is another reason why we know that, okay, there is a very high probability that this is going to sell. All right. So everything is pointing down, 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 down. So that is one of the reasons why I said don't just use your order block. All right. Your order block alone is not sufficient. You need other things to tell you this is what is going to happen. This order block is high probability. This order block is not high probability. All right. So this is telling us that, okay, there are a lot of sellers coming up there and the price is making higher high. That means this is just a sweeps. All right. This is just going to sweep all the high, liquidity on, the 1, 2, 3 process, and boom, the price sold. So another thing. So another thing we can also check that will give us a very good entry is this. So this is where the trade began. The sell, this is where it began. So as you can see that when this I was being created, we can see some institution sell, all right, some sellers, big money, the big boys, you can see them selling above this I, selling here on top of this candle, selling here on top of this candle, selling here on top of this candle. So it is not you and I that is selling on top of this candle, but it is what? The big guys that are selling on top of all these candles. And if you also check all these volume candles here, you're going to notice that they have negative deltas. Look at it, they have negative deltas. Even the bullish candles, look at this last bullish candle. So another thing is, if you see this, look at this. This is a bullish candle, all right? A bullish candle is supposed to be a positive delta, but there are sellers on this candle more than buyers. But what you see is a bullish candle. But what the institution see is a bearish candle, is a bearish seller rather. You understand? So we can sell a bullish candle that has a lot of sellers more than buyers. All right, I hope you understand that. So we knew that, okay, there's a lot of sellers here, so we can sell here. This is how I do get my entry. And you see that I got my entry from the top, and from there, you can see that, boom, the price sold nicely. You understand? The price sold nicely. So these are the tools that, you can use in order for you to get, your good trades. All right, so that was how we could have this particular entry, which was a nice entry, you know, and a nice trade of over 90 pips. All right, let's hope it gets to 100 pips. So it's over 90 pips. You understand? Using two lot size on each, two lot size on each. So as I said, this was the first entry here. You can see that it is at the tip, So that was our enter, because if you have the order flow, you will know when the big guys are entering, and you'll be able to enter with them. And I also have these, and also this. So with all these, you'll be able to make a very good trade with over 98% assurance, and the 2% might be because of psychology, or anything. All right. So that's how we had this successful trade, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.